She'll be flying around the graveyard where she flaps. She'll be flying around the graveyard where she flaps that bat. Yes, she'll be flying around the graveyard.
The mail mummy is on his way to deliver the mail, huh?
He's been limping towards us for the past 2 hours.
Yeah, he should be reaching the Sick Shack in about 30 minutes from now.
I know a stork that delivers packages quicker.
Oh, really? Do tell, Cameo.
Well, not personally.
Uh-huh.
Well, hello there, Sickies, and welcome to the Super Shock Show. You know us, that party of the dead who funeral directors dread. Silky Harlot.
Bueno gusto, papi.
Bueno what?
Mr. Nasty.
No donut?
Those are the only 2 words in Spanish he knows.
Very good, Mr. Nasty. And the footstool-looking thing over here is Cameo, the Magicara Obscura.
Enchanté. What? I do not know any Spanish.
Well, we can't leave you out. Here, read this.
Quien se comió la tortuga? Hey, I did it. I spoke Spanish. What did I say?
You just said, who ate the turtle?
The turtle! Who ate the turtle?
I am not amused.
Huh? Oh, just a little absurd humor there. And the reason for that is because we are going to be watching Attack of the Aztec Mummy. Not the original fantastically campy version from south of the border. Oh, no. We wouldn't do that to you tonight. After all, we know some of you can't read subtitles. Nope. Instead, we are showing the mind-boggling hot mess that Jerry Warren released to the U.S. After tearing the film reel into tiny fragments, throwing them into a hat along with a few added extras for bad measure, jiggling them all around until he formed this atrocious work of celluloid nonsense.
Not that sense is anything we strive for around here.
Absolutely not.
My goodness, the roof is leaky.
Not again!
Did you guys forget to change Aunt Clarice's diaper?
Sicko-Psychotic!
Hold your shingles, Six Jack! We're working on it!
Oh.
How is it possible for that witch to pee so often? We just changed her diapers 3 weeks ago! Anywho, while Mr. Nasty and I head up to the roof and tend to my needy aunt, take a look at what's coming up.
You will find it far more delightful than what is currently coming down.
Coming up, there's no limit to shocks and schlock on weird adventures, as Starman demonstrates that even an army of terrorists can't ruffle his cape as he searches for the kidnapped Hiroshi. And, because we can't get enough of weird adventures, bronze and valor are put to the test on the Sons of Hercules, when Majesty and Bangor are forced into battle by the Mole People's sadistic queen. By now, we hope the sedatives have kicked in, because the freaky flick for the night is a real doozy about one of the most gruesome mummies ever to appear on the screen. Is it Aztec? Is it Mayan? Who cares? You'll be too busy screaming or coughing up a tonsil from laughter from Attack of the Aztec Mummy. All happening now on the Super Shock Show. previously on Starman.
Oh, Detective Okamoto, and I see his sister. He was as strong as anything. The man even did a trick for us. He bent a pistol just like that.
Just think. Whoever did this had the strength of steel. This is a nuclear device.
One of the boys is missing.
I will conduct a search. Sister, will you take this bag until I return? It's quite important.
Come back here to the base. Come back at once. Bring the boy. We would like to question him.
Right, sir. All right.
We were interrupted. A very strong man attacked us. No one could have fought off that man. He was stronger than anyone I've seen. You must believe it. On my honor.
He must die. Send men to locate the nuclear device and bring it here.
Die! Oh! Let me go! Mercy! I don't want to die!
Starman! Starman!
I did what I could to protect the device! I don't deserve to die! Oh, no! No!
No, you don't.
All right. Better not. Try to get away and you'll die.
Well, I warned you that I'd kill you, didn't I? Next time I shall.
I want to know where the child is. Where was he taken? The boy, as you know, is innocent. Well, where have they taken him?
They've ordered my execution. I don't deserve it. I made just one little mistake. I tried to be loyal to them, but now the gods are going to kill me. All right, it might not be too late. The child's being taken away by train.
A train? To where?
Somewhere in the vicinity of Kozu.
Kozu? And then where are they headed after that?
Our base there.
Headquarters.
Please. I've got to get out of here. You are the one who can help me get away. If you do, I'll tell you everything. Hurry! This way! Stop me! Oh! What's going on?
I'll get you out.
No, I'm dying. Save the boy. The boy.
man, aren't you, Hiroshi? Yes, I'm certain that it's you. Everything's all right. I started searching when your friends at the orphanage asked me. They were ready to give up. Your hat. I told the sister I'd return it.
Oh, you did?
Oh! Ah! Oh!
What's this gun up there?
Oh, nothing to worry about. The gentleman's feeling ill.
Oh, thank you.
Don't cry. You know there's nothing to worry about.
I told them. When the man said Talk would get killed, I said the case was back at the orphanage.
Starman hopes he can reach the orphanage before the Mongolians arrive there to retrieve the nuclear device. But Starman is too late. The Mongolians already are carrying away the deadly nuclear device. And along with it, as insurance against pursuit, they are taking Grey-Eco.
Hiroshi, my globe meter is giving me a warning. Someone is moving the nuclear device. As soon as you're back there, I will try to catch up to them.
All right.
And now for some monster memes.
We'll be right back after some serious business. Welcome back. The worst part is coming right up.
Well, that was an exciting episode of Starman. I am so glad that little Hiroshi was finally rescued from that creepy Mongolian henchman. But now that darling Raiko has the unfortunate disposition of having fallen into the evil clutches of a criminal organization. And what do you think they will try to do to Starman? What are your thoughts? Oh, sorry, I forgot who I was talking to. You don't have thoughts.
Put a lid on it, shoebox. It's time for the Sons of Hercules! If you dig, and I'm sure you do, to testosterone-driven He-Man reduced to a life of humiliation, misery, pain, and torture from a grand diva, then you're gonna love this as much as I... Huh?
I assume that the male mummy has finally arrived.
Are you kidding me? We were just getting to the good stuff.
Thank goodness for small miracles.
But don't just sit there. Be a gentleman and go answer it.
Surely you jest. I do not have any hands.
You sure make up for it with your mouth. All I wanted to do was watch the Sons of Hercules.
That should give us a few seconds of blissful silence.
Special delivery!
Watch it, jockstrap. My eyes are down here.
What? Oh, there you are, little lady. Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stains these...
Yeah. Get a better line, Grandpa. Can you believe that guy? It's getting so that a single voluptuous sex pot can't even answer her own door without being hit on. He didn't even have the courtesy to flash money at me. Scoundrel.
You poor wench. Now hand over my portion of the fan mail.
Just a minute, Flatface. Here you go.
Go? No, you take that one.
Nah, you take it.
An eviction notice? Sicko-Psychotic is going to hit the roof when he sees this.
He's already up there, lame brain. He and Mr. Nasty are up changing on Clarice's diaper, remember? Sheesh.
What are we going to do?
We can't let him see it. I've got an idea.
What?
We'll give it back.
That is a good idea. Let's go.
She'll be flying around the graveyard when she goes.
Oh, Mr. Mayan Mummy, you, Mr. M&M.
Huh? What is it, Sonny?
We have something for you to deliver. Nothing important. I will just drop it in your sack and be on my way. Ciao now.
Let's see here. Well, I'll be hornswoggled. They can't do that. Those crazy youngins are trying to pull a fast one over me.
Whew, that was a close call.
What a relief. I'm actually now looking forward to watching the Sons of Hercules and take my mind off of what almost happened.
Uh-oh.
Let's stay real quiet and hopefully he will go away.
Yeah. Last time on the Sons of Hercules.
Brave little fellow.
It's a mole. Two men have just been heard above us.
What do they call you above?
Serialized.
We will sacrifice you and win favor in the eyes of the goddess of the night. Who are those two who just passed? I find them very handsome.
The Queen saw you at the wheel. She admired your strength. She wants to see you fight each other.
And the princess?
Who are you?
The son of King Eadeh.
The Queen plans to sacrifice you.
No!
You must free yourselves, and it must be tomorrow.
The Sons of Hercules. The mighty Sons of Hercules once thundered through the years. These men of steel could never feel the curse of a coward's fears. The mighty Sons of Hercules were men as men could be. They firmly
The Supreme Council of the Elder Judges has decreed that before we offer this sacrifice to our beloved goddess of the moon, I, as your queen, should make known her wishes for the choosing of the man who will reign beside her on the throne. Let us see what is in the cage. So be it, and these are your queen's wishes. Whoever will dare to meet unarmed and defeat this savage beast is the one I will choose as my husband. You'd like to be the first, perhaps, Catan?
He'll not admit that his wound has not yet healed. It's still open. He'll be ready to fight at your orders, but not before the next full moon.
Is there anyone who dares to fight the beast now?
I will. I will dare to, Halis Moyab, to prove to you my devotion.
You are very young, aren't you? You may use a sword. Bring me the prisoners. Surely you know her. She was born a princess. She was to have been a queen, more powerful than I am, but her forces were not equal to mine. You are strong men, young, and I imagine you are ready to fight for her. So I will allow you to meet each other in a test of strength without any weapons. Whichever of the two of you emerges victorious will have the privilege of entering the cage to defend the princess.
Let me defeat you. I'll fight the beast. I'm sorry, Banger. Come on! Come on! Let me win and fight it. Aren't you afraid? Yes, I am. But if you're killed, then the prisoners won't be able to escape.
We have to do it this way, Banger.
Well done. I knew that you were strong. Now it's your turn. With this victory, you have won the right to reign beside me as my husband and my king. But now you must be the one to sacrifice the princess to the goddess of the night.
Are you afraid of the princess, Hagis Moyab? She has done you no harm. You will pay for your cruelty to her. You take that word. I'll hold them up.
Bring them back.
Go on, I can hold them. To your horses! Don't let them get away!
That's enough. The sun will soon be coming up. We must go back in. It's too late now for your son to come back alive.
Please, let us wait. Listen, someone's coming. It's my son, Catan. Catan!
Father!
He's alive. Catan, come quickly. Hurry, Catan. My boy, son.
The others haven't time to get back. He outwitted all of us. Such a man can never be killed.
Catan, my boy.
Vassan! Down into the caverns!
Hurry, Catan, quickly.
Sons of Hercules, where man and man should be. They took the world and shook the world, the Sons of Hercules. The Sons of Hercules.
It's time for Terror Trivia. Check out Phoenix Comics and Toys and get your one-of-a-kind custom horror host figurines made exclusively by Rob Fleck. That's right, buddies. Oh, you can find hosts like the Keymaster, Mummy and the Monkey. I just love that name. Mr. Lobo, or even Carlos Borloff's Monster Madhouse. That's right, kiddies. You can order them on Facebook or on eBay. Anytime, kiddies. Tell him your bony little friend, the Crypt Keeper, sent you. It won't get you a discount, but it might get you killed.
You're watching the Sicko-Psychotic Show. Seems like Majestic managed to rescue the hapless princess and escape a loveless marriage to the wicked queen. Everyone should be so fortunate. And what of Bangor and the rest of the prisoners? Will they be as lucky? For that answer, we'll have to tune in next groovy episode of the Super Shock Show. But coming up next is the freaky flick for the night, Attack of the Aztec Mummy. It's old gray beef cheese with an aftertaste that will dull your senses. I am not procrastinating. I'm waiting on you to get down there and change our Clarissa's diaper. What do you mean it's my turn? I did it last time. Fine. If you're going to be a big poopy head about it, I'll do it. But first, I want you to tie this handkerchief around my eyes. After what happened last time, I don't want to take any chances. Mr. Nancy, here's some pie left over from last Halloween. See if this'll work. There, that ought to do it. Okay.
The dress fell.
Quick, Silky, cover her back up.
My property value just dropped along with her dress.
Lift up her legs, won't you? This is all your fault, you know. Aunt Clarice is in a comatose state because you have to go play pin the tail on the demon and trip over my foot. I did not trip you on purpose. Her blood is on your hands. Yuck! Her urine is now on mine. Now to put the clean one on. You got the stapler? Oh, never mind. I found it. There. That ought to do it. Here, do something with that. It's starting to smell like pickle and you got ran over by the roadrunner. No, you take it. I don't want it. Ah!
Sit down, Doctor. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Cigar?
Oh, I believe not, thanks.
Is there something I can get you?
No, thank you. I'm quite all right the way I am. As a matter of fact, I just finished a rather large lunch.
Not celebrating, I hope.
Celebrating? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Excuse me, that was a little below the belt. I was referring to your envious position of being personally inside the story. You have that rare opportunity that comes all too seldom to any of us to scoop this as well as the other newspapers on that television broadcast of yours. By the time we go to press and hit the streets, the story will be almost a follow-up.
Well, I'm afraid I won't be broadcasting the story to anyone except you yourself. You see, I've decided to give up my radio and television work completely. I should never have gone into it in the first place. I realize now from things that have come to pass that a scientist is best suited to sit in front of a microscope, not a camera.
Dr. Munson, suppose you start at the beginning. Now, take it easy and try to remember everything that led up to last night.
Well, it all began when conscientious work in hypnotic regression, that is, regressing an individual past their present life to previous incarnations, began to interest science, and it was studied by myself and the rest of the staff at Cowan Research Foundation. The foundation, as you know, was owned by my sister, who was the widow of Professor Cowan before she married Edmund Redding. Redding was made head of staff just before my sister was killed in a jet crash. This occurred in early September, on a Friday afternoon, just preceding the Labor Day weekend.
Gentlemen, Dr. Edmund Redding.
As Redding began to speak, it became immediately apparent that he had a change of heart and decided it was in his own interest to withhold the information everyone had come to hear. This was taken with great surprise by those who had traveled thousands of miles to attend the lecture. His present results would have to remain within the confines of his own group. Little time had elapsed before Redding found himself challenged openly to reveal his reasons for holding back the findings and new understandings of the Mayan civilization they knew had been brought about through his months of work in hypnosis with Ann Taylor. Redding maintained stubbornly that his interest was primarily that of proving or disproving the statements of Miss Taylor in her hypnotized state as a Mayan princess. And the reference to hidden chambers within the pyramids was not in effect necessarily pertaining to gold. The meeting was closed quietly, with Dr. Redding assuming an attitude of rather composed indifference to men who had for years supported his work.
Oh, you may call me a mercenary, an opportunist perhaps. Leave the gambles up to me, both on the amount of time and the chances of getting our hands on that gold. You realize, of course, that I would want to share in it.
A leak of information is a definite possibility. But what they don't know is that the leak will not occur after they make the search of the pyramid as they fear, but that it has already begun to flow in a steady stream of information directly into my office.
You have someone on the staff?
Not exactly, but almost that.
If your friend over at Cowan is not a member of the staff, who is he then?
He's my nephew, Timmy. A rather bright teenage boy who's been loyal to me ever since I had to leave. Timmy wasn't favored when my sister married Redding. And when she died, he was left not only without a mother, but with a stepfather that he had never really taken to. Redding, of course, never had the time to give the boy the companionship to overcome the usual stepson problem. I believe that I've been closer to Timmy for years than anyone else. He was positively shattered when I had to leave the group.
But you stayed in close contact?
Oh, not openly. No, if Redding realized the extent of our relationship, he'd cut Timmy off from the work as a security measure.
But how do you see him?
Timmy has a girlfriend. I reach him by calling her. She sets up the meetings.
Sorry I'm so late. This is Lynn. Hi.
Hi. I was beginning to get a little worried. Where's Timmy?
Oh, he won't be here. Boy, what a hassle.
Hassle?
I have a Coke or root beer or something? Yeah, we had to walk all the way from Broadway.
Waitress. Bring us a couple of Cokes. Is something wrong with Timmy?
Oh, Timmy's all right. It's okay. She knows about everything. She helps me all the time.
I see.
Things really got fouled up tonight. Yeah. Dr. Munson, I hope we won't be getting ourselves into trouble with this messenger routine. If it weren't for Timmy, I wouldn't be running all over half the town, believe me.
Well, I'm sure that your efforts will be rewarded. I know that Timmy appreciates your help as much as I do. Now tell me what happened.
Well, I phoned tonight just after you called. And at first I couldn't even get him on the line. One of the doctors told me he'd gone to bed. Well, I know Tim, and he's not about to go to sleep anywhere near that early. So I insisted on talking to him. And finally I heard his voice on one of the extensions. He gave me the surf jingle.
The what?
The surf jingle. It's the rhyme all the kids use. Sure, and when Timmy gives it to me, it means to dummy up and not say anything. You know, like a password.
A what? What?
Well, besides that, I knew someone was listening in on the other line. So I just made with some small talk and then hung up. After that, we had to take a bus all the way over there, because I knew Timmy'd be waiting for us at the downstairs window.
Oh, but then you did speak to him.
Yeah, we did. I tried to call you, but you'd already left. At least I didn't get any answer at your place.
Well, when you got there, what did he have to say?
Calamity. Dr. Redding told Timmy to go to his room and that he couldn't under any circumstances leave the house. It seems sort of funny. So Timmy listened at the door and found out that tonight they're all going downstairs to the lab to find out once and for all if their information is for real. Dr. Redding said something about evidence of location or something like that. Anyway, if the experiment goes okay, they'll be leaving right away for the pyramids?
Pressure normal. Pulse steady with slight increase. Probably nothing more than the anticipation factor. Now remember, we won't let you go any deeper than you did last night.
I understand.
Miss Taylor, can you speak to us? Do you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see, as before, the ancient land. I see the mountains which surround a city of stone. Everything is of stone. I am part of the past and of the city in which I place myself in obedience to the ceremony of devotion and to the offering of hope before the shrine. I see a great chieftain who approaches in elegant splendor and is frightening, though his powerful form is surpassed by a known supreme wisdom. I am asked to never enter the pyramid, and yet I find myself unable to comply with my chieftain's request. I am compelled again and again to go into the pyramid, as if some great secret was to be in revelation before my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know where this sleazy flick is going, but if you stick around to find out, I'll cut you a deal.
I am Dracula. A moment ago, I stumbled upon a most amazing phenomenon. Something so incredible, I mistrust my own judgment. Look.
Dracula. The very mention of the name brings to mind things so evil, so fantastic, so degrading. You wonder if it isn't all a dream, a nightmare.
Rats. Rats. Thousands. Millions of them.
But no, this is no dream. This is Dracula, the original terrifying story of a maniac and a man who lived after death, lived on human blood, took the form of a vampire bat, and lured innocent girls to a fate truly worse than death.
Dracula? Oh, what's he done to you, dearie? Tell me.
He came to me. He opened the thing in his arm, and he made me drink.
Took some tools and went where no human being had ever set foot. Alone. Went into the interior of the earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is James Mason. Come along with Pat Boone and me, Arlene Dole, Diane Baker, and Gertrude the Duck, and discover sights and sounds and wonders no living man has ever witnessed before, filmed in the incomparable magic of CinemaScope. We'll take our leave of civilization on the bleak, barren wastes of Iceland, peer in awe at the bottomless crater of an uncharted volcano, make the perilous descent into the unknown. You'll pioneer with us through countless miles of trackless labyrinths, discover huge subterranean caverns never beheld by human eye, become lost in the weird underground maze. You'll find yourself engulfed in grotesque, petrified jungles, marvel at the fantastically beautiful quartz grotto,
tumble into cascading salt beds, escape from hissing steam caves. Behold the staggering underground ocean. You'll encounter breathtaking dangers beyond belief here at the center of the Earth.
Stop! Fair warning. You'll never find your companions or your way out. You need me as much as I need you. Stop and come back.
A house of high fashion, a dazzling whirl of elegance, of exotic, extravagant beauties. An adventurous journey into the devastating allure of the most sophisticated women and their intimate secrets.
Suddenly, these lace curtains ignite a drama that will lacerate your emotions. Blood and black lace. Who is this shrouded, sadistic, sordid fiend who maims and murders? Why this bloodthirsty orgy, this holocaust of lives? In bleeding color. A shattering, shivering, shocking experience. Blood and black lace.
My condolences. We have returned.
My head is pounding.
You two should be ashamed of yourselves. Get a tomb. Crazy kids today. No decency whatsoever. The things they do in public nowadays.
Get off of me!
Good evening. This is Douglas Bank with all the news from across the nation. Dr. Edmund Redding, who heads the staff at Cowan Research Foundation in Pasadena, has departed for Yucatan for what he has described as an objective, first-hand search of the Great Pyramid there. knighted?
Yeah.
Kaki popokaki. Umate me kao ni wiki. Me palconsti. Ni mission gupilia. Ingwani que le guía. Maye wigatinesti. Mone malcayelis. Moyo lo yas canemeris.
Timmy, you shouldn't have left the car.
Oh, he'll be all right. I'll stay close to him.
As the memory of Ann Taylor had functioned to the degree of pointing to the areas unknown to her present generation, the discovery of that which had filled the minds of everyone had become a reality. The metal used by the ancient people was indeed gold of the highest quality. Somewhere inside that pyramid lay a fortune as suspected, and the area itself was close at hand. A cold wave of something evil brought fear to the heart of Ann Taylor, who for the first time felt herself wrong in searching the pyramid. Her protests were based upon intuitive feeling that in some way a dreadful force of dark evil will exert itself upon all those present for entering into the catacombs and chambers that were forbidden to all of the Mayans themselves.
Join us after the break for the exciting conclusion from the best movie ever made.
Sicko, that is not what we rehearsed.
It's what you call artistic license.
Well, your license should be revoked for boring us under its influence.
Hey there, sickies! It's me, Sicko-Psychotic, the king of ghouls, who makes the carry-on drool. Need a touch of sin? Fear What You Wear has got you covered. Literally. With its line of sizzling and comfortable shirt designs from Sin City's celebrated artist, Bradley Beard. Now, whatever happens in Vegas, you can take with you wherever you go. Own a part of the Desert Oasis' secret temptations. They're 100% heirloom combed and ring-spun cotton and maintain their original shape after each wash. What's more, they're soft to the touch, even on decaying flesh. And they're made in the USA. You can wear any of Bradley Beard's numerous hot designs at fearwhatyouwear.com. That's fearwhatyouwear.com. Take it from this cruel ghoul, Fear What You Wear will have you looking cool while feeling hot.
Now, on with the show. I don't know what's worse, the commercials or that brief segment from Attack of the Aztec Mummy. Yawn.
All that time wasted in setting up a convoluted plot and no mummy.
Wait, what did you say?
I said no mummy. No mummy. No mummy! The banging on the door has stopped. The male mummy must have moved on.
Yay!
There you both are! Why didn't you answer the door for the male mummy? He's been pounding on the door like his life depended on it. It's a good thing Mr. Nasty and I happened upon him, or we never would have gotten our mail.
Wait, you got the mail?
I did indeed. As a matter of fact, I'm about to open.
Sicko, what took you both so long to get back?
There were complications. Nothing to write Mama Lilith about. We just want to do a swell job of changing on Clarissa's diaper. Yeah, that's it. But now that we're back, an eviction notice. Huh?
Well, that is an unpleasant surprise.
And now, back to the movie!
You may recall, we earlier in the week reported the details, as we knew them, of naturalist Edmund Redding's departure for Yucatan and of his quest for certain scientific data only yesterday morning, and has already touched off a sweeping fire of controversy in circles of anthropology and the scientific world in general. Our science editor, Dr. Frederick Munson, has the story.
From a telephone conversation I had with a colleague of mine, Dr. Eric Stroman of the Cowan Research Foundation, I learned of the incredible discoveries of the group who have now returned from Yucatan. The expedition, while proving to be one of the most startling in the history of anthropology, due to what was uncovered in the pyramid, was marred by the untimely death of Dr. Redding. An embalmed creature whose age has been estimated at something near 2,000 years at the minimum had risen from somewhere in the darkness of the pyramid to crush the body of Dr. Redding. Other members of the expedition were able to subdue the creature through the aid of gases that were brought along to test mineral contents, but unfortunately not in time to save the life of the expedition leader. The mummy, as it has been referred to up to this reporting, has been tied securely with ropes and transported to Pasadena, where it will be observed under laboratory conditions by members of the Cowan Research Foundation. Funeral services for Dr. Redding have been arranged for early next week.
Hello, Dr. Janney. Oh, hello, Timmy. No, he's doing his broadcast. I was just listening to it. I expect to hear from him shortly, though. Timmy, I'm working with your uncle now. It's all right to talk to me. We did tell you about it. Good. What? Why in heaven's name should the police be interested? I see. Well, look, Timmy, I'm glad you called. Now, don't get panicky about this thing. We'll figure something out. I'll tell him as soon as he comes in. You stay in touch. Right, Timmy.
Detective Hammond, Police Department. I'd like a word with the head of staff.
I'm sorry, the doctors aren't talking to anyone.
Just a minute, sir. We have to talk to the
I'm
doctor.
sorry, they're not talking to anyone.
How'd it go?
Oh, all right. Weren't you listening?
Yes, I heard the broadcast. I met the hullabaloo. You must have been swamped with inquiries.
Yeah, from all the wrong people. Is there any coffee going? I sure could use some.
I've learned to work your kitchen. It's good and hot. I'll get it. You take a load off your feet.
Thanks. It's really something out there. Complete chaos.
You been able to find out anything from Cowan?
No, hardly more than the news people. It's rather surprised that they even accepted my call. I understand that some of the reporters had a difficult time getting through this morning. Well, after they talked with me, I suppose they thought it best to release the story to everyone. That was around noon. Now they're not even answering the phone.
They're going to have to, whether they like it or not.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that. I have an idea that they're trying to decide upon a temporary head. This reminds me. I have to call my attorney. I missed him 3 times already. If he can get things rolling along fast enough, I might be able to take charge before anything is resolved by the staff.
You?
Yes, certainly. Redding's dead, isn't he? Yes. Hello. Is this... this is Dr. Munson. Is Mr. Bryan in yet? Yes. Yes, I will. Yes. Yes. Hello, Jim. I've been trying to get you since 9 o'clock this morning. I talked with your assistant around 10, but he couldn't tell me anything. Oh, yes. Yes, well, you know how difficult and how crucial the time element is. I want to take over at Cowan right away before they move that mummy off somewhere. Yes. Yes, I know it's difficult. Well, if you're positive that's all that you can do, well, I guess I'll have to accept it. Yes, I will. Thanks.
Well?
It'll take time to process the lab papers. And we may have to go back to court.
The minute they're served with papers, that's the perfect tip-off for them to pack up the mummy and cart him off any place they like.
I have to see him with my own eyes. Work with him. Do you realize that some type of life has been sustained in that creature for over 2,000 years?
Now, the way I see it, the most important thing we can do is get our hands on that mummy. With him, we might be able to establish ourselves into the best position of all. The gold is something that'll take care of itself.
Now, what chance do you think we have to do that?
A very good one. As a matter of fact, I think you're in for a few surprises. Pleasant ones.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
In the first place, I'd like to point out that in my mind, that mummy rightfully belongs to you. Now, you remember that old laboratory I used to have over in Clinton Street?
Yes?
Well, I went over there. It's been vacant ever since I left it 2 years ago. Everything is still intact, including all the equipment. It's a little dusty, perhaps, but with some effort, it can be made to work as well as it ever did.
You've opened it up?
In secrecy, of course.
Hello.
This is Stetson. Calling for Dr. Jang. He has a little job you can do for him.
Yeah? Well, listen, you better tell him that my price is going up a little. Well, you know, the cost of living and all that.
You'll be paid off good if you do everything right.
Okay, that sounds good. Who's the guy, and when do you want it done?
Now, this is a little different. He wants you to steal a mummy from the Cowan Research Foundation and bring it on over to the lab.
I'm not sure I heard you right. Steal a what?
You read the publicity in the papers. A mummy. It's in the very back building of the Cowan Research Foundation. Hello?
Yeah, I got it. I think I heard you right the first time.
We're having coffee at the Star Cafe, 10th Street. Come on over and I'll give you more details.
Yeah, sure.
Doctor, I'd like you to tell us everything you know about Dr. Redding, about his work. When did it begin? And incidentally, anyone you might know who would be interested in it.
Well, in answer to that, I can only say that the work started, seriously that is, about 7 or 8 years ago. Great strides were made in the field by Stanton, Dubois, and many others around the world. A great deal of evidence was brought forth to spur many of us into our own deep interest in the field. Dr. Redding was one of the few who dropped everything else to plunge into regression on a full-time basis. He, like the rest of us, at first found it difficult to find legitimate subjects, those who could really go deep.
People like Ann Taylor.
Exactly. Which reminds me, there's a younger sister of 6, an asthmatic. I'll have to do something for that child.
Makes a good headline. Could sell some papers. Rouse a whole lot of interest. Yes, a story like this spread across the front page could increase our circulation temporarily anyway by 30, 40, maybe 50,000 copies. But I wish you'd tell me something, Doctor, because I'd truly like to know. Just what is your game?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Perhaps it's me you don't understand. Perhaps your understanding is based upon an editor's need for a story to sell morning editions, and that's the only important thing for him. Is that your understanding of me, Doctor?
I don't know what you're driving at unless...
Unless I smell something rotten in Jamaica.
If you think I've come to you with inaccurate facts, you're greatly mistaken. Everything is the truth, just the way it happened.
It's a shame that these facts can't be backed up by anyone except you. The men at Cowan Research won't talk to anyone, and your Dr. Janney has left the country. And the most curious fact of all remains that every individual that actually saw this mummy of yours is no longer alive. You know, it cost us almost $200 in makeup to see a proof like this. Harry, kill the mummy story. Just carry a 2-column bit on the auto accident. Everyone killed. The driver and Taylor and one more unidentified. Now, replace the headline with something on the mine disaster. Now, get started. We've lost a lot of time. Well, there you are, Doctor. Fact remains fact. And fantasy, well, that's something we don't write about. You know, a mistake is something we can correct in time, even though in some cases we're tempted not to. Now, you've given up your broadcasting, so no decision had to be made. That's quite convenient, I'd say, under the circumstances.
I tell you, it's the truth. Every word of it.
If it is, then I'll be the loser. I've been there before. You know, the $200 I mentioned to make up your headline, it's actually not so bad as all that. In saving face, we also gain a few dollars. You see, the lead is melted down so we can use it for type again. Seems like everything we use today has some sort of salvage value. Even the waste paper is hammered into pulp and put through the presses again to come out with another story. Perhaps not a startling one, Doctor, but a reasonably documented story.
So, the Aztec Mummy finally decided to show up to his own movie. I tell you, there's a reason why these bandaged up monsters walk so slow. With the little screen time they're given, I don't blame them one bit for prolonging their appearance. Very clever of them, if you ask me.
And what of our heroes? They didn't even make it to the end of the picture. Of course, I would have bailed out of this travesty as well.
The mummy looks super creepy, though.
Yes, it did. And Silky Harlot is an expert on Aztec mummies.
How so? Did she used to date one?
Yeah, but that's besides the point, squarehead.
Silky Harlot is really an Aztec princess.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Sorta. She's a descendant of the Teotihuacan Spider-Woman. See the little arachnids on this mural? The great goddess's rule actually goes far back to the pre-Columbian Mesoamerican culture, which predates the Aztecs.
Yep.
Well, that explains a lot. Not really. But if you expect me to start bowing down to that household pest, you are both going to be severely disappointed.
Oh, you'll get used to it, Cameo.
Speaking of disappointments, what did you do with the eviction notice?
Oh, that. I put it in a manila envelope and had Mr. Nasty give it back to the mailman.
Very sneaky of you.
Thank you.
But now we'll never know who sent it.
Who cares? I'm having it delivered to the Himalayas. Whoever sent it is going to be in for a big surprise when the abominable snowman opens it and retaliates.
Oh my.
Catch you next time, sickies!
Shut up!